Steve in Ruckersville, Virginia writes, the FR30 speakers and Octave Records are both radical departures from PS Audio's core business of high-performance electronics. I realize it's still early days for those projects, but I was wondering if they yielded any insights that'll influence future PS Audio designs. Oh boy, yeah, they sure have. Great question, great question. Sometimes it's a little bit hard because I, as sort of our visionary for the company, have for decades really wanted to close the loop, if you will, on the reproduction chain. And to me, if I could somehow control the quality and the techniques and technologies involved, from the microphone that's recording the singer to the loudspeaker that's playing in your home and everything in between, even taking AC from the wall, if we can control all of that, then we can do magical things. Then we don't have to worry about, gosh, we make some great electronics, but I don't know what kind of speaker you're going to hook it up to, so I can't guarantee anything, right? Even if I make the speakers, and I can guarantee that if you use this electronics and these speakers, I can, and you set them up properly, I can guarantee a certain level of sound, a certain level of magic that's going to come into your home and just have you just smiling and laughing and just having a great time. I can guarantee that if you're listening to decent recordings. So all of this doesn't matter a whole bunch if you listen to really crappy recordings. I mean, they're enjoyable. You don't have to have critical listening going on all the time, but you get what I'm saying, right? If you really want that high-end experience, it's a combination of all of it. The room, the speakers, the electronics, the recording, the cables, all of it. And that's been my goal for years and years. And finally, we're here. Finally, we have one of the world's best recording studios that constantly is upgrading as we learn, and our skills are getting better. And the recordings coming out of Octave are stunning. I mean, I'm just so happy with what's coming out of there. And these speakers, well, you'll hear more and more about them. The reviews are coming out. People are raving about them. They are great speakers. Chris Brunhaver did a fabulous job. So what are we learning? Well, we certainly have now know that we have made the right decision in doing all of that. Octave Records, it doesn't make any money. It's not a money-making thing for us. In fact, it loses money. But I wouldn't give it up for the world. I mean, it's just so valuable because so much now is being revealed to me as like, oh, because I'm just taking, CDs or hooking up Qobuz and listening and saying, well, this is the state of the art of recording, so it must be my equipment that's limiting it. Now all of a sudden I realize that's not so much the limiting factor. And so Octave Records opens up huge vistas of knowledge for us, and we see, oh, we can do that? Wow, listen to that. And once you hit that, whatever that level of quality is, and I've heard some things on the FR30s in the mix room that are just jaw-dropping, unbelievable things, especially with the drums and the room and the space, amazing. And from that, now I want to rethink all of the electronics, because we designed all of this by measurement and ear to the recordings that we had at the time. Now we have an entirely new level of recordings that we can go back and reevaluate all our decisions on electronics. And that's a huge, huge deal. The speakers, same thing. I mean, I've never owned a pair of speakers this good. In the 50 years that I've done this, this is the best pair of loudspeakers I have ever owned, by far. What does that do? it opens up a whole new world of what I can hear, the resolving power. So yeah, over time you're going to see quite a bit of change coming from those innovations. I'll guarantee it. So, okay. Thanks for the question. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.